Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, wrong book, wrong book. This book is too old. This all have a fancy gray already. I think I'll keep it as is. None of that nefarious thing, the heat gun and the cracking and the slipping another book in. No, not this one. I think I'll keep it as is. Yeah. Action Comic 252 AO. Little old me have one. Yep. Got it. I love it. Hey, thanks for joining me, guys. This is Sam from Charging Rhino Comics. Just got a couple of opinions here on this CGC reholding scandals. Much has been talked about it. Nothing news to cover here, just my opinion of the state of the matter, okay? So, I always look back and people are like poking fun at the PGX case and the grading standard and whatnot. Not up to par, not. Me, I had nothing against PGX. I buy them. I give them re-slap for CGC. The way I see it, they got 20 years worth of experience. There got to be some tweaking and learning curve that they acquire over the year, right? But we're not here about PGX. We are here today about CGC, right? And their case and the reholding situation there. Everyone is up at arm with. That wasn't good how we end the year with, this CGC reholding scandals. Scandals, I think is what is labeled. I have a stash of comic book of my own, investing, saving. I'm the old dinosaur type. I like physical stuff, and CGC comic books are, like I say, about a third of my portfolio. And yeah, I was stunned, scared, and pretty upset, pretty pissed off when I heard about this darn thing. I'm like, damn, there's someone running a scam on CGC products. Some of my holding probably is tainted, are not to par of what they say it is. Be it books I got 10 years ago, 12 years ago, or this year. I mean, not this year, 2023, last year. But this week, CGC came out and posted the possible books, 350-ish book that this guy have involvement in. And I looked at that list, and basically, mine is a little bit older, or of higher grade, or different grade altogether. None of them match them except for a couple of ASM Amazing Spider-Man stuff, like the 194, which that book I submitted myself, the 98. I resubmitted myself and got a 98, so I know that one is okay. The 238 first Hobgoblin, mine was a double cover, so, and it had been signed, so that was on the list, or I hope it's on the list. And the other one I was scared was the Daredevil number 185. Now, my baby girl, my daughter, just bought one about 3 years ago. Yeah, I know, 3 years ago. I'm like, oh shit, my wife gonna scalp me for this, buying a fraud book. But upon closer inspection, the one CGC had listed is a signature series. Thank goodness. The one my daughter owned is Blue Label, Universal Blue. That's not on the list, so I think I'm okay on my end, and I hope me and you guys are also. I think CGC came out in 2020? No, 2022, I believe. They celebrate their 10 million milestone. That they grade 10 million collectible. 10 million collectible. So this 300-ish, 350-ish copy that this guy did is a spit in the pond, right? More than likely, you don't have that copy. More than likely. I hope you don't. And if you do, I hope you find closure for it. I hope CGC make it up for you. But before I go any further, you know, I saw Rick Morgan from Immaculate Comic put out a couple of posts on how to use the heat gun to remove the bottom of the CGC case, and I think he did one for CBCS also, and how the book can be removed and another one can be slipped in. You know, it's kind of easy what he did, or it seemed like it was easy enough for anyone to mimic it. The thing is, I have not thought of it. You know, I always use a screwdriver and just crack the whole case and rip it off and clean it and resubmit it for another label, right? I never thought about redoing a switcheroo. You know, everyone talk about PGX about the switcheroo thing, and here we have it. The almighty CGC are victim of it also. So, you know, I want to thank Rick Morgan for showing us how it could have been done, or one of the methods it could have been done is heat gun. We don't know how this guy did it. It kind of aligned us, you know. To me, in our shop, we buy and sell stuff. This is a pawn shop, by the way. We buy and sell stuff, and any information on how it can be done, it's a plus. Because if you know how things can be counterfeited, it gives you a chance, an opportunity of spotting it if it ever comes your way. Like gold coin and fake gold jewelry, it comes to us on a daily basis. You know, it takes someone like Rick Morgan to show us, like, hey, this is a fake Rolex, right? And this is a fake a piece of gold coin. Or this is not from the Spanish galleon that sunk in the Gulf of Mexico. This one was done in China. Hey, you know, those are good information for all of us as a community. And I hope CGC take it to heart. You know, they got a free lesson from Rick Morgan. I think they should pay him a fee for come up with a possible way how it was done, because this, on their end, they had to investigate and figure out how this was done, right? Here, Rick Morgan just handed to them, hey, this is one possible way. So eliminate that possibility on your next CGC case, right? By the way, I am a fan of Immaculate Comic and his posting. So, you know, I'm not saying this because I'm a fan, but I'm saying this because I generally believe that he did a service to the community, or for the community, for posting his how-to. So going forth on 2024, you know, it's the beginning of the year. I usually submit about 3 to 4 batches of book a year, and with this shenanigan going on, should I hold off on submitting my first batch of what I'm scheduled for end of February? Wait until CGC come out with new casing or new security that they might implement in their new case, or should I just submit it now and have the same look like the rest of the other casing? You know, I can say, hey, these are the new CGC casing that I'm selling you, and these are the new feature that it can eliminate that fraudster who did a switcheroo, right? I think I will hold off now that I'm thinking about it. One possible solution I would say is that CBA, they have that sticker, that peel, and when you peel it, it crack and all that. You know, how about CGC just keep the case as is? I like the case they have right now. All they need is maybe bring the Mylar, the inner sleeve up here, and seal it with the label itself, like the old way, and have that CBA sticker on all 4 sides, right? 2 here and 2 top and bottom. In that way, no one can remove the book. It's sealed. But criminal as criminal are, they will find a way to crack the safe. That's just the nature of it, you know. Nothing is bulletproof. Nothing is safe proof, you know. And we can't be hating on CGC for it. Oh, I don't, and I don't think you guys should either. So moving forward to this guy who did the scam, you know, they only single out one individual who sell on eBay. I think it was Comic Select. If I'm wrong, I think I see enough video. I think it was Comic Select or Comic Select. Excuse me, Comic Select. If there's one guy that's doing it, I think there's a host of them doing it. You know, if he's doing it and it's lucrative, I'm pretty sure he would teach his brother. He would teach his best friend. He would teach his wife, family side, on how to care themselves by, you know, do the switcheroo with CGC books. You know, they might have no love for the comics. They have no respect for the comic community. They just in it for the money, for profit. And criminal, all the way criminal are, money is everything. When it comes down to it, it's the bottom line. How much money they can hustle off you, con off you, or take it right out of your hand, right? And if they get away with it, they will repeat. So CGC came out with a list comprised of about 350 books, and the overall CGC graded books is like over 10 million. That was back in 2022. I'm not sure how much it is currently. I'm pretty sure it's much more than that. But it's a small number, but it's a scary number. Seemed like everyone pointed out that he was dealing with modern books and not these older books. But who's to say that if he wanted to, or the other guy that haven't been caught yet, already doing unjust to older books, not the new modern hotties and cover variants, or the newsstand, or what's the other one? What is that other one called? These are $1,000 plus book. If they want to make money off of this, they can put a 7.0 in here and have a $2,500 difference in dollar value. I mean, who for me to say like, hey, CGC have give a blessed grade to this copy? I think it's a 7.0, but here it's in my hand as 8.0, and the seller, you know, the guy who sell the book, he want the $8, the 8.0 money, not the 7.0 money. Doesn't matter what my opinion is, right? If we go by the grade of the CGC label, and we trust that, and that's what we rely on. So, will CGC pursue on pressing charges against this guy? I think they should. I think they need to. I don't want to say make an example out of him, but he single-handedly tarnished their reputation. You know, they built this community who trusted them, me, myself included, on their products. And this guy just you know, in the snap of a finger, just took all that away from all of us. So there got to be some kind of criminal charges against him. You know, I'm not sure what. So a lawsuit? How they gonna prove that? The amount of money they made in 2023 and versus the amount they're gonna make in 2024, because there's a drop in earning. I mean, how you gonna sue this guy? That's up to them. I had no clue. But on the federal side, I think the government should step in and do something about this. I mean, we're not talking about some guy went into the store, smash, grab, and run with a $900 comic book or $1,000 comic book, or wherever the criteria is where they won't charge you, you know, because it's not grand larceny. This guy dealing with multiple thousands of dollars per book per transaction here, over and over and over and over. I wouldn't have the money to buy some of the books that he was selling for, like that newsstand variant for $17,000. The one that started out. I mean, come on now. That's some serious money. I don't care how much money you have. That's real money someone put down, right? So here's the thing. I do sell on eBay. And with eBay, I do collect money either by credit card or PayPal. Now, that right there is wire fraud, is it not? Right? Wire fraud. And then, doesn't matter if the buyer is from New York City or somewhere in Hawaii, you know. I had to put that book in the mail and ship it to them. And I'm using the mailing system to bid my criminal deed. Now, isn't that mail fraud also? So wire fraud and mail fraud is at minimum, right? Besides anything else that they can charge this guy with, man, they have to do something. They have to step in, or CGC have to ask them to step in. I mean, that's their job, right? The government's supposed to protect us, per se. And these are two easy examples that they can step in and take care of. As far as CGC go, from 2024, as of right now, and moving forward, do I still trust their products? Thing is, I would say straight face into the camera, yes, I do. I trust their product, you know. I would trust this CGC label any day, you know, any day. Now, have it been tampered with or whatnot, I don't know. But like referring back to Rick Morgan, you know, showing us how it could have been done, there are little telltale signs if you inspect it closely. Most of my books I buy are from high-rated seller on eBay. Either that or Comic Connect. So in a way, I kind of rely on them to check the book for me, and that's not a good idea, right? So Rick Morgan has shown us a possible way that we can tell if we look at a tilt, we can see the line that it might be covered up or by that heat gun, and they use some kind of seal glue for plastic that I've never heard of to minimize the cracking, you know. But if you look at a slant, you should be able to tell, you know, little tricks like that. But going forward, do I still trust CGC? Yeah, I trust CGC. I trust them more than I trust your word, right? If you were selling me a book, I can't trust your word and say, hey, this book is a very fine book, AO, in raw copy. No, I'd rather buy a CGC copy and pay that price at the going rate than take your word. And in reverse, can you trust my word when I sell you a book? Oh, hell no. You'd rather go with CGC wording, right? Doesn't matter if they overgrade it or undergrade it. It's much wiser than take my word. It's an AO, right? Not for that dollar amount, I ain't gonna give you none, Sam, you know, until you get certified by CGC. So that's where I'm with CGC, you know. They are still the most trusted brand, as far as I know. Beside PGX, I trust them. Doesn't matter what people say, I trust them more because it's a third party opinion than I trust your word. And definitely CBCS, of course, they're like CGC, or so people compare the two. So that's my opinion. CGC is still my go-to guy when it comes to high dollar books. You know, if I buy a copy for $100, $200, $400, $500 that I can clean press and resubmit, yeah, I do buy raw copy, and I do get burned, you know, on color touch-up now and again. Never had one on trimming, but color touch-up I do have, and the purple label on cover washing or cover clean, I do that, get that once in a blue moon too. But but when it comes to CGC, that's my go-to guy. But back to this scandal here. A guy committed a crime. Doesn't matter if it's a crime to you or not. To me, he did a switcheroo. He put something that is not apparently should be in there to represent something that is not. That's fraud. That's just straight up fraud. I mean, it doesn't matter how you look at it. You know, fraudsters are around us. I mean, people are there to make fake U.S. currency, U.S. dollar. I mean, come on. I don't know what the crime or the charge is, but when you make fake money, I would imagine that's jail time, right? That's just jail time. Doesn't matter if it's a day or 10 years, there's some kind of jail time. If you make fake U.S. money and actually go out there and spend it. You know, I think you can make fake money, but you're holding it, but you're not doing anything with it. But once you trick someone that, hey, this $20 is legit or this $100 is legit, then we have a problem there, and that's where I'm at. You know, same thing with CGC. These things command real dollar and cents, and when something is worth something, when something is worth money, especially these crazy, stupid comic books, how much us hard-working men and ladies save up and buy a copy, it's real money. And there are hoodlums out there who want to con us, trick us, take the money away from us, you know, and that's a criminal deed. That's when it comes down, it's a criminal mischief. So that should be dealt with by the Fed. So to close this out, I hope CGC can resolve the situation with their new casing on what needs to be done, or point out to the public, hey, we add these features to safeguard future abuse, or whatever it is, abuse, just call it abuse. And furthermore, I hope the victim who made purchase on these books, I hope they can track down the book that is tainted in their collection and have CGC amend them, make it right. I'm not sure how they're gonna make it right. Give you the value of the book in this current value, or give you another book in replacement. That I don't know. I mean, some of these books are hard to find. That's why people put $10,000, $17,000. Come on, $17,000 for a modern book to obtain. You know, the reason they did that is because it's rare, it's hard to find, and my buddy next door don't have it, but I have one, right? I have one. You don't have one. That's the reason why I put that kind of crazy money out there. How is CGC gonna find another book like that to replace for you, right? I mean, if there's 2 copies in the world, the other guy don't want to let go of his copy, what's CGC gonna do? And if it's a one of a kind, oh man, you shit out of luck, right? You shit out of luck. But anyhow, that being said, I hope CGC found resolution for all the victims, okay? So I see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.